Well, the New South Wales Blues are just days away from making some really, really big calls ahead of State of Origin Game 2. Of course, a must-win game in Perth after that not shock loss, but certainly I guess, loss as favourites to the Queensland Maroons in Game 1 in Sydney. Really strong performance from the Maroons, and they'll be looking to repeat the dose in Perth. Put the series to bed before they go to Brisbane and have a bit of a party. Of course, the Blues right up against it now. They're going to have the hardest task in Origin, winning 2 games in a row, with the second of those on the road in Brisbane. Winning a decider at Suncorp is the ultimate litmus test for a Blues side. But of course, before we get to that, they do have to win in Perth, and Brad Fittler has some really big questions to ask, because both Latrell Mitchell and Ryan Papenhuyzen were probably in the best 17 at some point this season. Of course, Mitchell set the world on fire as a centre last year, while Papenhuyzen's form at club level was phenomenal before he got injured in round 9 playing against the Dragons. Hasn't played since. He's now been ruled out this week due to COVID. Latrell Mitchell was ruled out last week due to COVID and again ruled out this week, not able to return. They both haven't played in a long, long time. And to make 2 changes for a must-win Origin game, to bring in 2 players who haven't played a game in a long time, would be an enormous risk for Brad Fittler. Does he do it? He might have to, because they're both X-Factor style players, and what the Blues lacked in Game 1 was a bit of that X-Factor. Certainly in the centres, Kotoni Staggs and Jack Wighton did a pretty okay, an admirable job, you'd have to say, but Latrell Mitchell would certainly come into that side in a heartbeat if he's fit. Obviously, Jason Demetriou's come out and slammed it, said, no way, how can you pick him? He hasn't played in over 2 months. As for Papenhuyzen, the Blues really lacked a bench utility. There's been a bit of talk that's going to be Reece Robson. I don't mind that idea either, just to give Damien Cook a bit of a break. Still not sure about his other positions, though. And I think where Papenhuyzen comes in, he probably can fill in at hooker. He probably can fill in at lock. But obviously, if there's an injury in the backs, he can slot straight in really anywhere, halves, fullback, wing. You'd have no problems playing Papenhuyzen there. He's a natural footballer. And he is a really good option for that number 14 jersey. Just not sure if it's the right call given the long layoff he's had. He hasn't played in 6 weeks. So some really intriguing decisions coming up for Brad Fittler, and it could well shape whether the Blues are able to remain in this series and take a decider to Brisbane, or whether they're going north for a dead rubber in a couple of weeks' time.